So it looks like we have good news all around for multiple Marvel Studios projects going forward, specifically actually getting rolling in front of cameras again. So let's get to a massive update covering multiple franchises. So as most of you know, productions have been rather slow to restart. Other studios have found themselves ahead of some of the other ones because they're taking on far less loads, such as Sony, for example, already getting to work on the Uncharted film. Now Marvel Studios, as they've kind of been, positioned as the biggest real studio in Hollywood right now, that's sort of ruling everything, if you will, considering that they put out so much content in 1 year. They've sort of had a problem getting back to it because not only do they have to shoot the films, they also have to shoot the TV series, and many of the times they're sharing the same locations. And the way they had it set up before was once they're done in one location, they can move out, the other production crews can come in, set up what they need, and then get rolling. Well, now what we're hearing is that Atlanta is once again preparing for the return of Marvel Studios. And then the next couple of weeks, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, WandaVision, and even some of the potential movie side of things are slowly going to get back to it. This would also include the pre-production on the upcoming Jeremy Renner starring Hawkeye TV series. Now, at the same time, we're hearing from the Sony camp that Spider-Man 3 is expected to start principal photography in September, with Tom Holland, of course, getting finished on Uncharted for at least what they needed him there for, moving over to Spider-Man for a while, shooting there, and then back to Uncharted for whatever they're going to need him, then finally back to Spider-Man 3 before they wrap up in February. So again, it seems like everything is moving in a good direction and a solid pace to get back on track and production. And this would probably mean that over the course of the next, let's say 6 to 8 weeks, we're going to start hearing more and more about what exactly is happening with every film. Because you have to consider, if Spider-Man 3 is going to go back in front of the cameras, we're going to start to hear more about it, such as like the name of the film, because it would fall in line with what they did last time. Then, of course, confirmations, at least by people that know what's happening there, and actors on set, of who is involved with the film, such as when we found out who the villain was going to be and who's playing him in Far From Home, but they didn't confirm it till like 2 months before the film came out. Again, we're looking at that sort of pattern to come in the next couple of weeks. And this is good, again, because if they can get rolling in front of the cameras, that means that slowly we're on the road to more content, if you will, which I think all of us desperately need, because look, I can only rewatch the same thing so many times before I want to just, tap out. Guys, I've seen the MCU through at least a dozen times each. I can only do at least another dozen before I go crazy. That's actually a lie. I've seen it way more than a dozen.